about cerebral humor. I consider myself, I really like cerebral humor. I think nothing's off limits. I think comedians are their role in society is to shine a mirror up to itself and allow you to laugh at the absurd things about, the world in which you live in, and maybe about yourself as well. That's why my favorite joke is in Austin Powers 2, when Austin, I gotta leave. I know I'm gonna take a hit there, but Austin walks into the laboratory and he sees two carafes, one of which holds coffee, and I'm not going to spoil what the other one is just yet, okay? He takes a coffee cup and he fills it up from one of the carafes and he drinks it. And everyone's like, Austin, what are you doing? No, no. And he's like, don't worry about it. I love coffee. And he's got a little coffee mustache. And then he drinks a little bit more and he goes, this coffee tastes like poop. And then Basil Exposition, his handler, goes, Austin, it is poop. And then he drinks it again and goes, well, it is rather nutty. Just a classic little... that's the role of comedians, is to tell the truth, okay? No matter how much criticism they face for it, no matter how many people get offended, the role of comedians is to tell the truth about drinking poop from coffee carafe, that instead you meant to get the coffee, but instead you're drinking the poop. Society, back in the day, the jester was the only person in the king's court who was allowed to tell the truth. Everybody else would be beheaded if they told the king what they really thought. The jester, on the other hand, was the only person the king could hear the truth from, because comedy is a way that we teach each other about ourselves and teach each other not to drink poop from the vat that looks like... and a lot of people say that the joke is not that good. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Are we supposed to believe that Austin Powers, despite being an international man of mystery, has a reduced olfactory capability, a diminished sense of smell versus the average person? I mean, most coffee smells different than fecal matter from a human being, and this is fecal matter from fat bastard to begin with. So, if I had to guess, I would probably say is stinkier than average, just because in Austin Powers 2, he also says, and he's going to eat mini-me, suggesting that he eats human flesh, which I have to imagine imparts an odor of je ne sais quoi, if you will, such as. Honestly, Sacred Orb is so good. But I want to go for a reroll just because there's not that many item pedestals left. I know we got Sacred Heart already. I think we can do better. I think we can add Godhead to the equation. We can add Holy Mantle. That's fine. And the Mind, for that matter. Some good stuff, man. Some good stuff. What do you got for me? Let me just see what you got. I mean, it's good, but so what? What have you done for me lately? Anyway... also, I mean, I put it, if I had to say this, I mean, you got to stretch the bounds of realism, I guess, a little bit. Like, I think that they probably should not have put... it's just bad food safety, I guess, is the roundup. I'm not trying to have anybody, like, get fired or whatever. It seems like improper food handling techniques to have a large bubbling carafe of diarrhea right next to where people are going to be eating, whether they're going to mistake it for the coffee or not. It just seems like a little unsanitary. But that's the thing, is that sometimes in comedy you got to stretch the bounds of truth, okay? None of the late night hosts, I guess this is really what I've been trying to say in a roundabout way, none of the current late night hosts on TV have the comedian's instinct to drink their own poop. So, as a result, you do not have my respect. I'm sorry. It's the honest to goodness truth. First, you want my view? The first late night host to say tonight at 11:01, I'm going to drink my own diarrhea while interviewing Anne Hathaway. I'm in. Instead, it's going to be like, hey, me and Anne Hathaway try to shove 4 marshmallows in our mouth and then say a quote from the new Minions movie. I'm just not interested, okay? I'd rather just watch more episodes of The Mole, all right? I'd rather watch Peppa Pig. I'd rather watch Wolfu.